IncGamers Plays.
Hello, welcome to IncGamers Plays Torchlight 2. We're playing this while the Diablo 3 servers are down. Particularly Tim, you are playing this while Diablo 3 servers are down. Is this correct?
Yeah, well, if Blizzard can't get their stuff together, then I'll go and play Torchlight instead.
So, we've created a couple of characters. We're starting from scratch. I've gone for the slightly insane looking and sounding berserker with a delightful Mohican haircut, and my pet is the small pathetic dog wandering around. Tim, what have you gone for? You've gone for shooting me, thanks.
I've gone for the Outlander, simply because it means that I can shoot you. The Outlander, which seems to be primarily ranged, from what I understand, with a mix of magic and ranged equipment, and I've got a hawk called Steve Dave as my pet.
Excellent. You were opting for Bob Dole as the pet name for a while there, but then went for Steve Dave.
I did.
All the important aspects covered on this video. Well, should we go and kill some things, Tim?
I think that sounds like a mighty fine idea. Let's go and shoot things, or punch them.
Yes, in my case, punch them. I've got a skill called Eviscerate, which I'm quite keen to experiment with. Yes. Exploding things in a bloody pulp. Marvellous.
I'm quite fond of shooting things myself. And in the game.
Good to know. I don't think I mentioned, but my small pathetic dog is called Foofy, for anyone wondering about that.
It's the all-important details that matter, really. The names of the pets and so on.
It is. I do love the pet function in this game. It is tremendous. The fact that you can not only send your pet to buy you things, but also send them back to town to sell stuff too.
Yeah, that's a new one, actually. You could send your pet back to sell stuff in the original Torchlight,
yes,
but I think that buying things is actually new.
Yeah, you couldn't give them a shopping list previously.
Which we will probably show off shortly, I'm sure.
Who's this guy?
What's your business?
We just saved him. We get rewards.
Oh, marvellous. Yes. I'm going to get a collar. A collar for my little pathetic dog.
As I'm going for a useless hood that I will probably trade out within the next 3 minutes.
Awesome. I also reached level 2, so I should probably level up, to be honest. But, yes, let's do that. What have I got here? I can have hunter skills, tundra skills, or shadow skills. Ooh.
I think I'd better level up as well.
I've got one that turns me into a spectral wolf. That sounds quite interesting. I think I'll have a bit of that.
Let's see what I've got. Rapid fire.
That's also reliable, isn't it?
Long range mastery, which lets me shoot further and do a bit more damage with my weapons, which sounds quite good. Ooh, it's a thingy. Glaive throw, charge mastery, which is for the little charge bar that you can probably see on the bottom of Peter's screen, as well as each class has their own little charge ability that, as the name implies, charges up as you kill things generally.
I will hover the mouse over it for indicative purposes. Mine is the Berserker charge bar, so as that charges up I progressively get more and more nuts, apparently, which increases my critical hit chance on area of effect targets. So that's good.
I think I will go for rapid fire, there we go.
This is my
okay, that's kind of excellent. Are you still pissing about with your menus?
Yeah. I was doing I don't know. I was trying to get my my spectral wolf magic spell into the game, as it were.
Have you succeeded?
I can't figure out if it's like an active or a passive one, to be honest with you.
Now, if it's active, then you just need to click on your little skill in the bottom right to the left of your mana globe, and you should be able to select between them for your two active skills. You can swap between with the tab button if it shows up there.
Oh, hello. I guess that was it.
That looked about right. Some sort of massive charge attack.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm liking this rapid fire ability. I'm actually trying to work out, as this is the second character that I've played, I've also spent a bit of time with an Ember mage, how randomly generated all of this is.
In terms of the scenery or the enemies?
No, I was just meaning the layout more than anything, yeah, the actual map design. None of this particularly looks familiar. It was sort of 20 levels ago the last time I did this, so...
I think this is the same, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I also was playing an Ember mage, funnily enough. I think we went for quite similar builds, bizarrely enough.
We did. We both went Storm build and we both went the same class.
Yes.
Food Chewer. That's quite a good name.
Is that what that big troll guy was called?
Yeah.
You can chew me, so I ain't no fool.
I also like the fact that you can shift-click to get your pets to pick stuff up, so that you can just immediately sell it rather than having to shuffle it between your inventory.
Yes.
Likewise, shift-clicking automatically moves stuff between inventories and sells things or buy things or whatever.
Indeed.
Have I got anything of interest that I can use? No.
That's a good question, actually. I've got some guns. Maybe I should try and give them to you.
I've got a sword.
I
Now
don't
we
know
need to work out how to trade stuff.
For the berserker. I'm thinking the knuckle dust is quite appropriate, really.
Oh, I've leveled up again. I hardly even noticed.
Here you go. I'm dropping some guns. Feel free to.
I can't see them.
Oh, you can't? So
No.
I guess we can't trade weapons, huh?
I assume we can, I just don't know how.
Oh well.
Well, we're going to look like such fools.
There's gonna be people watching this going, it's easy to change the weapons and swap them around.
To be fair, there are a few things in this which did take me a little while to work out, which was more my own stupidity and the fact that I haven't played Torchlight for a very long time.
What things are those, Tim?
Oh, I can't remember. Things like, oddly enough, the shift-clicking to get your pets to pick stuff up so that you can immediately sell it.
Yeah. Alright, guys up here. I don't remember this part, but I may have just missed it previously.
I don't know. I don't know how much of this is randomly generated, as I said. Perhaps we can figure out how to trade stuff when we get to town. Spoiler alert, there's a town.
No! You've ruined it, Tim.
If I've ruined the experience for anyone, you'll probably be seeing it shortly.
Guess what? In town there's going to be people who give us quests.
There may also be shops and things.
It's a possibility.
I may have just accidentally wandered into the town. It was a genuine accident, I do apologise.
That's alright, I'm following you. People can enjoy a nice loading screen on the video now. Hey, here we go. So yes, this is the town. A very traditional town-like space, and here's a dude who we can talk to turn in our quest, which I guess we should have mentioned what the quest was. It was to reach the Estherian Enclave and speak to the Grand Regent, who is this guy here.
I haven't been paying any attention to what the quests actually expect me to do, I've just been doing them.
Basically, I think, you know, the original Torchlight had 3 classes, one of which was the Alchemist. Well, I think the Alchemist is like the big baddie in this one now.
That is a very Diablo-style twist.
Because I think the Torchlight materials kind of meant he went a bit power mad or something like that, and now he's rampaging through the land. So yeah, now he's headed off to the temple steps, so we're probably going to have to go and find him. Let's see, do I want a superior truncheon or a silencing axe?
A silencing axe.
Yeah, I can't use that yet. That probably means it's better than all the rest of this stuff though.
I'm going to do some fishing while I wait for you to do
fishing.
Commander Vale, you have a new.
So that way I can get things to feed to my hawk. Let's turn it into other things.
How are you on fishing, Tim? How do you feel about that? It's quite controversial as a as a mechanic, I believe, in terms of whether it's the most tedious thing in the world or whether it's quite good.
Well, it's not very difficult. That's pretty much my opinion on it, I suppose.
It's quite easy.
Welcome, friend.
No, I can't say I've really got a huge, massive opinion on it.
I guess we can exchange weapons via this shop in the sense that I'm going to sell him some stuff and then...
And you think I might be able to? Well, I don't know.
At vastly inflated prices, yes. I have knuckle dusters and a mallet. Yes, I can. Amazing. What are you doing, Tim?
I'm shooting the target dummy. I don't know why. It's just there.
Very good.
Stashes. I wonder if we can trade stuff with them. Probably not. That's not really what a stash is for. I am tempted to Alt-Tab and try to work this out, though. I vote for sort of cutting out this bit from the video while I Alt-Tab and work out how we trade stuff.
No, I'm not editing anything.
Damn it.
It's raw footage.
That's just because you're lazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's because I'd have to download some kind of video editing program and faff around with it forever. I'm doing something interesting. I'm looking at the potion shop. So, you know, on my screen it's going to be fascinating stuff. I could always hope that Fraps has recorded helpful chunks so that I can just drop bits out and it'll seamlessly just skip around anyway.
There is an item trading interface, apparently. Now we just need to work out how to access it.
Aha!
I've got confirmation that it's in.
Nice. I'm going to upgrade my Shadow Wolf Burst thing.
I'm going to try to work out how we do item trading.
I'm also going to continually pour all my points into strength because it seems appropriate. And I'm going to do some fishing since we talked about it earlier. This is fishing. You missed it in Torchlight 1. Well, it's very similar. You just have to get the timing right.
I've got to ask, actually, how... With Torchlight 1, how much did you play of Torchlight 1, if any?
I played it through in full with one character, which was the... I've forgotten the class, the one with the guns. Was that also the Outlander, or...?
No, that was... I can't remember the name. It might have been... what were the classes? There was Vanquisher, Outlander... Vanquisher, Alchemist, and something...
Vanquisher, I think. It was the Vanquisher.
I can't remember whether Vanquisher was the ranged one or the melee brute. I don't remember.
Failing at fishing.
I'm just showing my ignorance now, aren't I?
I can transform my pathetic dog into a spider. Oh, that'll freak you out, Tim.
Yeah. The spiders on this aren't too bad, actually. They haven't been bothering me as much as they might, possibly because of just how cartoony everything looks. I do really like the art style, actually, I have to say. I think
yeah, me too. There's, obviously with this game and Diablo 3, there's a bit of pathetic pseudo-rivalry because they're the similar type of game, so, oh, you're requesting a trade.
Yes.
I won't mention my Diablo Torchlight 2 tirade just yet then.
I realised what, or rather how to do it, and it was blindingly simple, and I feel like a massive idiot.
I've kind of sold all my good stuff, Tim, but I will symbolically trade you a staff. There you go.
Awful person. You sold the guns.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Well,
I
I
love
didn't know
you.
what I was doing.
With the power of 1,000 suns. Should we go and shoot some more stuff then?
Yes, let's pick up another quest from some guy.
I've already picked up the quest from some
Hello,
guy.
some guy.
I'm going to walk into the next area, since my computer will probably take a bit longer to load it than yours will.
I will also hop in.
That's another thing, actually, that I noted, is that the claw weapons, every weapon, or every melee weapon does tend to hit multiple enemies, except for the claws, the fist weapons, which are only one. Which I do think is quite nice.
Yeah.
Because we will encounter quite a lot of swarms of lesser enemies.
Indeed.
Hey, I've leveled up again.
Me too. There's nice swift leveling in this, isn't there?
Yes, it is lovely. I mean, when my Ember Mage is level 20, and that really... I haven't played that much. I don't feel like I have. Oh yes, and these enemies, or some of them, have shields, which you need to shatter before you can do sort of proper damage against them, which I do.
Yeah.
It's quite nice too.
This
is a game that does seem like it's just got loads and loads of really nice little touches. It feels a lot more cohesive than the first game did to me. I don't know whether you would agree with that.
It seems more, I don't know, like the areas so far seem more open,
Yes.
in a good way. Like there's little side paths you go off and look at. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's almost as if a lot of the bits and pieces that they've learned from the first game have obviously made it into this, little tweaks and improvements and stuff that they were perhaps wanting to put into the first game but didn't get a chance to, and so on. And yeah, like you, I also like the art style to continue my my mini tirade.
Yeah, sorry, go on, you do your tirade, I'll just walk around shooting things for a bit.
It's not much of a tirade, it's just very sad when people have to feel they, for some reason feel they need to, like, pick a side when there's two similar-ish games coming out at the same time. Like, oh, I'm a Torchlight 2 person, so I'm gonna defend everything about this to the death, or I'm a Diablo 3 person, so I'm gonna represent this to its fullest extent. Well, you know, from what I've seen so far, they're both really good. Maybe you should just enjoy both of the games.
Yeah, I mean, if it came down to the fact that I could only, you know, if I only had the time or money to play one of them, then I would possibly be a bit more defensive about one or the other. But quite frankly, they're both really good games from what I've seen. Enjoy both of them. It's not often we get two excellent games in the same genre around about the same time. And I don't see this as being a bad thing, or I also don't really see a need to kind of force the two to compete against each other. We should all just enjoy them. That's what they're there for.
Yes, enjoy the games, people.
Not the drama. I've picked up some stuff that I might pass on to you, and I've leveled up repeatedly.
Excellent. I'll see if I've got anything that might be of value to you. I have I have something called a superior mouse gun.
That sounds interesting.
I mean, that could be good, you know. So anyway, how did you open this this trade window?
You click on the little portrait of me in the top left, and then click trade.
Do you know, that seems almost too easy.
I told you it was mind-numbingly simple.
I'm going to offer you a mouse gun, because, I mean...
I've got some superior nooks for you.
Excellent, thank you. Are they indeed superior to... Yeah, they are superior to the sword. I'll switch those out.
And
I've got some ghastly shoulders. I don't know if that's a comment on my physique or what, but...
And I need to go and give a lot of crap to my pet. Which isn't really...
as in the first game, there's... yeah, some of the items have sockets, which you can put little magical trinkets in to make them better, so I just put an ice ember spec into my belt, which gives me more ice resistance, apparently.
I found a golden key for us.
A golden what?
A golden key.
Oh, marvellous.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Now we just have to find the secret magical chest that it opens.
Indeed.
I think I'm going to transform my hawk into something else in a moment. Using a fish.
How else would you do that?
Into a jackal beast, apparently. I'll do that in a moment. Matter of fact, I'll do it now. This area, I have to say, does appear to have been... This place does look almost completely different to how I remember it.
Yes, I agree. It is. Which is excellent, so that means there's a fair old bit of procedural generation going on.
Which is, frankly, what you would expect. I just wasn't quite sure. Because, as I say, everything felt so natural. It didn't really feel randomly generated, and it was very, very hard to tell. Which was why I wasn't quite sure.
I didn't know if the kind of more open hub-like bits were the same, and then the dungeons that you go into would be the random parts.
Speaking of randomization, actually, I think that we've just hit upon another little bonusy side quest thing that I didn't see. Oh, there's a chest up there that I didn't see the last time. If you notice in the top right, you know how we've got the golden key? We've also got something called a tranquil sensor next to it, which I never found the last time I did this area.
Incense still smoulders inside.
So that will presumably open up a little area or a little chest of some sort. As this golden chest that you can probably see here should open up with that golden key. And yes, I would imagine the tranquil sensor will probably do something of the sort also. And yes, that was a trapped chest, hilariously.
Well, you know, if you can have a gold chest, you might as well protect it properly. Here, let me move on, Danny. Yeah, if anyone played the first one, the mimics are also back, which are the chests that kind of grow teeth and start hopping around and trying to kill you.
There was something else I wanted to note, actually, which I've now forgotten. Oh yes, that's right. The in multiplayer, the loot is the loot that you see is different per person.
Yes,
so
that's important.
You're free to take everything, because other people will be seeing entirely different items for them to take.
Yeah, you're not
competing.
Nabbing it off someone.
Are we going the wrong way? I think we are.
Yeah, looks like it.
We need to go back up this way.
Awesome coordination.
My jackal beast is going to turn back into a hawk shortly, unfortunately.
The jackal beast was slightly confusing me. I was trying to kill it a couple of times before realising, hang on, that's actually your pet.
Don't kill Steve, Dave.
I won't.
Oh, this guy's the tranquil sensory thing.
He's very pleased with us having found that.
He's offering me a lot of crap.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with these rewards. Like, I'm feeling like we maybe shouldn't have bothered giving him his tranquil sensor back.
Well, to be fair, since it was such a very, very minor thing, I can't complain too much. It's a bit of XP, a bit of fame, a bit of gold. I can live with that.
Yes.
And he did give me a tag for my pet, since I didn't take that the last time.
That's nice. And that bridge is down.
There are actually, speaking of the random generation, there are some really, really nice touches I've spotted in the dungeons too, which I don't know whether you'll have seen. There was one which had secret areas, and bridges to them would only expand when I destroyed an urn near to them, and the secret areas weren't actually mapped out. They weren't shown on the map, which I thought was kind of nice. It was just sort of randomly generated secret areas as well. Are we going
No,
there?
I'm not sure.
Or are we...
I was just going to explore this area a little bit.
Okay. You kill those things, I'll take all this money.
He's actually a friend, so...
Oh, well. I think we...
yeah, I guess we should do this one first, since the other area is for levels higher than we are currently at.
We'd be fine.
We probably would be fine, but...
Ooh, pretty tile set.
Indeed. I'm going to pump some more skill points, I want to say.
I'm just going to shoot stuff. I like this class. I admit, I do really, really like the Ember Mage, because I'm very much a mage person when it comes to RPGs, but the ability to just shoot stuff with dual pistols and rapid, it does tickle my fancy, I admit. I'll let you run ahead I'll let you run ahead and kill stuff in a moment, and I will
Does it tickle your digital fancy, Tim?
Yes.
Podcast callback there.
Yes, if you don't listen to the podcast, I hate you, you should. You're a bad
Yes.
person.
You're a very bad person.
I do love that this game does just have all of these wonderful abilities that just let me essentially spam my attack.
Yeah, I am enjoying the... oh, that was some like poison or something in there. I'm enjoying this shadow wolf thing that lets me fly across the screen in a blur of purple.
Yeah, and the rapid fire just lets me completely destroy stuff. I think I'm going to switch over to the glaive for a bit though, as I haven't really given that a fair shake.
Yeah, I didn't go with the Outlander simply because I played the Vanquisher so much in Torchlight 1, and it seemed like a similar gun-based class, so I thought I'd try out the Ember Mage and now the Berserker, which I'm also quite liking
Fair
in
enough.
these early stages.
What have I found? Ooh, I found some a shoulder piece that you might actually prefer. Have you got any tasty shoulders at the moment?
Tasty shoulders.
Tasty shoulders.
I've got some ghastly shoulders, which gives me 2% experience gain.
Those are what I'm using. I've got one here called a Rune Master Wrap, which is +3 to the strength attribute, +3 to physical armor, and 2 empty sockets as well. You're welcome to it if you want it.
That sounds quite promising. Yes.
Now,
I'll offer you what I can.
you don't have to. I'm not that fussed, really.
Do you want a shield as well?
Not really.
Yeah, you do.
If you've got guns, I'll take them. But
offloading my crap in the guise of being helpful and generous.
Yeah, thanks. You're a saint.
Certainly am.
Oh, I've leveled up because you've killed stuff.
I too leveled up, but I was actually killing stuff, so that seems fair.
Yeah, it's a little bit more allowed when it was you doing the killing. I'll catch up with you in a moment.
I see.
That said, I'm not quite certain as to how much as to which stats to increase.
Yeah, you can respec up to a certain level. It seems like there's a guy in town who you can go to.
Yeah, I would imagine I think it was level 10.
Yeah, that sounds
I would
right.
imagine it probably costs money after that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're...
Ooh, a shotgun. Maybe I should try that for a bit.
Nice. I think they're still working on figuring out how much they're going to allow you to respec. I mean, generally it's a good idea, because
Well, yeah.
you don't know what all the skills are good for to begin with, so you want to
I've got a rapid fire.
you want to have leeway to
shotgun.
experiment and do different builds and all that good stuff.
Not enough.
I've got
Oh,
a rapid
I've
fire
mana.
shotgun.
No.
I'm happy. Truly,
I'm
why
enjoying
would,
shotgunning that mini boss type guy.
why would anyone want anything other than a rapid fire shotgun? He says, switching back to primary weapons. I've just picked up another claw for you, I think.
A claw.
Which hasn't been identified yet. So I'll let you do that. I'll just pass it over to you.
Let's do. I'll see if I've got any guns yet. No.
Sigh.
Not sure I can. Let's see.
Oh, another shotgun.
Ooh, yes, that's very nice. I'll definitely have that. Thank you.
You're welcome. You'd be more welcome if you'd given me the guns, though. Instead of selling them.
I'm going with a claw and a shield. It seems slightly wrong to go with a shield as a berserker, but
Well, since I'm doing the range damage and I've got absolutely no points in vitality, I am very much a glass cannon. I will crumble if I take a punch. So it's all up to you to attract attention.
I don't really have much. I've been piling all my stuff in its strength, so
You're a melee class. By default, you've got to be stronger than me.
What I mean is, though, I should probably stick some of vitality at some point so that I've actually got some durability as well as strength.
Possibly. I'll leave your character.
Although not at this early stage. It's not too troubling on normal difficulty this game, which is what we are currently playing on.
It does get a little bit trickier as you go on. It's not quite as easy as this the entire time.
No. And there are also 2 difficulty levels higher than this, and of course a hardcore mode.
Wherein if you die, then your character is deleted.
Yep.
Which actually does kind of appeal to me a bit.
Yeah, it's
I used to...
high stakes gaming, you know.
Well, I mean, I used to play a lot of roguelikes, things like NetHack and ADOM and so on and so forth. So I'm kind of used to spending hours with a character and then dying and refusing to ever play the game again, and then starting up another game a few hours later.
Indeed. I got a spam call there. I don't know if anyone heard that. My phone ringing there.
I didn't, which means they probably didn't either.
It's from a number I do not recognise, so I'm not picking up.
Was that a tiny little spider that attacked me? It was something. Ooh, there's a boss down here. We should go and punch him.
Hang on, I'm just going to send my pet to sell some crap.
I will also do the same then. He'll be back in 50 seconds. I suppose we should probably talk about another little system while we wait for our respective pets to get back, which is the fact that... I did hear your phone then.
Yeah, whoever it is has left a voice message. Exciting stuff for people watching this video.
Real life intrigue.
Who could have left me a voice message?
Find out.
Will it be the same spammy companies who normally do so?
I was going to talk about the spell system for a bit. The fact that you do actually find spells as well, which you can use to augment your own abilities. You can only have 4 active at a time. Some are passive, some are active abilities which you have to cast.
Yes.
But interestingly, you can also teach them to your pet.
Yes. Which you could also do in the first game.
Yes, it's just a lovely little system. I'm quite enamoured of the one that increases... I can't remember what it's called, it's pet mastery or something like that, and it makes your pet more effective in general, and more importantly, speeds their return to town.
Yes.
Because that seems to increase the further away you get. Had we sent our pets away when we were down in this area, I don't know, it seems to increase by about 30 seconds for each area barrier that you've gone through.
Yeah, it's sort of how deep you are, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of, I think it was sort of 1 minute here or 50 seconds here, and had we gone down those stairs that I'm standing on, then yes, it probably would have been 1 minute 30. At least that's how it seems to work.
Your pet returns.
Is your pet still not
Pet
back?
has returned.
Oh, there he is. I was going to say, has he gotten lost?
No.
Because he is a really foofy little dog.
Yes. It's just going to be more intimidating when I teach him how to cast fireballs, you know. I have gone into the boss area, but I'll hang around for a little bit.
Oh, I'm down here now as well.
Hello.
Yes, I had a panther called Steve who could freeze enemies. A friend of mine was most
quite
upset
handy.
that I didn't take the opportunity to call my panther Bagheera. Bagheera, rather.
I was previously using the cat, and I called it Samson because that is my cat's actual name. So
I don't know if that's adorable or kind of sad.
it just amused me the fact that I could give him the ability to cast fireballs.
Do you really want your cats to have the ability to set fire to things?
No, that wouldn't be good for the curtains or anything in this apartment, really. Instead of jumping on my face to wake me up, he would just set me on fire instead.
I have to say, I'm really liking the abilities here as well. They all feel quite useful.
Yes, I don't know how much use there is in branching out too much. Like it seems like it's a good idea for me to just keep on.
Well,
powering up this particular skill rather than going back to the like hunter tree and
I mean, at this point, I can't actually level up rapid fire anymore until I hit level 10. So I'm kind of being forced to branch out a little bit.
Yeah. I have put some points in some of the passive ones where it's like more chance to hit with melee and charge will charge faster and stuff like that.
Yes.
Because they seem quite useful too.
Ooh, I've got access to new abilities now as well.
Sexy.
Ooh, that one sounds quite interesting. What else have we got? This is going to be the boring bit of the video where I'm busy staring at all of the new abilities that I can use.
They can't see that though, they can just see you stood silently.
Are you not looking at your
room.
new abilities?
I upgraded mine a little bit. I could bring up the skill bit again so people can look at it.
Do I want to fire a trio of projectiles that ricochet off objects, or do I want to curse my ammunition, which makes it split on impact with enemies and hit extra targets? I think we'll go with that one, that sounds interesting.
They both sound nice. I should have gone with the Tundra tree because it's got one called Northern Rage, which sounds excellent.
Does that just summon an angry person from Newcastle?
Yes. That's my hope. Oh, hello.
Ooh, it's a boss.
Fallen Guardian has entered the building.
I'll switch back to rapid fire and then realise that I'm pretty much out of mana.
This guy's quite tough.
No, he's going to die. I'm just going to shoot him repeatedly.
That said, I'm not really losing any
There we go.
health, so it's not that tough.
Ah, you lost a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I have the scroll.
As do I. Fortunately, we don't have to walk our way back up. There will be a portal down here somewhere which will take us back up. Although there should also be a nice little chest somewhere too.
There should also be some armour schematics somewhere that a guy back in town wants.
They're in the next area, I think.
Oh, okay.
I vaguely remember fighting my way through for them. Oh, it's a named enemy. Shadow Cutter.
It's going down.
Yes, I'm just going to sit here and shoot him a lot. This is pretty much my reaction to everything.
Well, it's one of those games, Tim.
There's an enemy? I know. I'll shoot him. You alright there?
Yes.
You were kind of busy fighting away, and I realised I wasn't paying any attention because I was just taking all the wonderful loots that I could see.
No, I was good.
I'll use that armour, and my pet can sell that. Use those, my pet can sell that.
Let's see if I have anything better than I'm currently wearing. Got some superior trousers. Excellent. Oh, I've got a superior farmer's shotgun. I don't know. Doesn't seem that great though.
I'm generally sticking with my magic pistols for the time being. The farmer's shotgun that I have isn't particularly impressive, unfortunately, which is why I'm not really using it. It does have knockback, it does damage a lot of enemies at once, but not that fussed right now.
Fair enough.
Ooh. No, I'll hang on to the one that gives me a massive boost to that. There are new things that I can equip, and I will do so.
I need some boots. Bizarrely, I haven't found any.
I've got something here. Have you got some equipment that needs socketing?
Yes.
In that case, I've got something that might be rather nice for you. I'll pass it along to you now. Which is this. If you put it into an armour, it's a +6 melee weapon damage bonus.
Ooh.
Or if you put it into a weapon, it disregards some armour.
I will put it on my shoulder pads.
And I'm going to walk through the portal.
I have done likewise.
And hand in this quest, which gets me another gun. Quite a nice gun, too.
Your pet returns.
My thanks.
What can I have? I can get a bloody peasant gun and give it to you.
I don't know what the stats on that are like, so I don't know if it'll be useful or not.
Well, why not? I can pass it on to you and you can see if you fancy it.
Sounds good to me. Yes, I think that will actually be quite nice. I can swap out my other gun.
Hoorah.
I can dump the other two on my pet and send him back to town again. Go, sell things. I'm not quite sure how my hawk is managing to sort of carry 3 shotguns and a brace of pistols and several axes.
It is the eternal mystery of Torchlight.
I mean, at least the ferret has a backpack. The ferret being one of the other pets that you can have.
Yes. You can also have a... Yeah, they've expanded the pets. There's quite a few different ones. You can have a wolf and a panther and a strange chicken lizard combination.
The wolf does look like he's not all there. There's a bulldog as well, which appears to spray spit the entire time, which I think is excellent.
Yeah. I was quite tempted by that for a while, but the papillon won my heart.
I've gone into the next area, by the way.
So have I, but okay. I thought it wasn't. Oh, god damn it! I went back because I thought it wasn't. Because I thought it wasn't loading, and I was clicking around a bit, and then it did load, and I clicked back into the other area.
Fine.
Because I'm a fool.
I'm just gonna shoot stuff. We can explore in the general direction of our quests, or we can explore in the opposite direction. I vote opposite direction, so I'm going to wander up there while I wait
Definitely
for it
definitely opposite
to
direction.
load back in.
This section's taking a while to load for some reason. There we go.
I've got to say, actually, considering we're playing transatlantically, lag doesn't seem to be much of an issue.
Oh, I can teleport to you.
Ooh, that's rather interesting.
Hello. I used a waypoint to do this.
That's quite cool.
That's quite handy, especially when you're an idiot and go back into the the previous realm that you weren't supposed to be in.
No, it'd just be quite interesting if you were, for instance, playing for a couple of hours, I logged online, saw you were in a game, I could just immediately teleport to you.
Yeah, indeed.
And I've got an unspent skill point, I'll have to rectify that in a moment.
Well,
Now, in fact. Let's try that. Another new ability.
I've punched everything to death. Oh, a fishing pole. I did read somewhere that one of the Torchlight developers, someone who worked on it, said, well look, we know some people find fishing boring and pointless, but we can't take it out because my 6-year-old daughter really likes it. And basically I leave her fishing, getting me stuff, and then I can come back and I have all these fish that she's got for me. So
You know, I don't think he's the first person to have done that. I'm pretty certain I've abused game mechanics like that before. Like, yes, dear, you go and you do this little mini game since you enjoy it so much, and I'll come back and play the actual.
oh, I caught nothing.
I caught a
I'm
shark.
discouraged. Oh, very good.
I don't know what that does. Transforms my pet into a mole beast.
Mole beast. Well, hey.
I'm going to sit here fishing for a bit, since it only has a limited number of attempts. Yeah, I can understand. Oh, I can now turn my pet into a spider just to give myself nightmares. I can understand people being kind of bored by the fishing. It's not exactly in depth or anything.
The thing is, though, you don't have to do it. I mean, there's nothing yeah, you get like the pet transformation stuff, but there's nothing vital that you have to get from
No.
fishing, as far as I can recall.
Just
I don't think it's any different in the sequel.
just pet boosts, really. I mean, I did just get an unidentified pet tag, which I can now equip on my pet. Give it some, oh, I don't know, health and ice resistance. Right, now I need to work out where you've gone.
Sorry, I wandered off. I went sort of north.
I'll just listen for the sounds of punching. Ooh, you found a boss thing.
I did.
Sub-boss, named monster.
He's called Kelmog.
I shot him a lot, he died.
R.I.P. Kelmog.
He dropped quite a lot of health potions for me, I don't know what you got out of that.
I didn't really notice, but yeah, I got a bunch of stuff.
Ooh, I found a musketoon. Which is a type of shotgun, apparently. I'll equip that in place of the other shotgun, I think.
I've got a new skill that binds a group of foes to my shadow aspect, apparently.
That sounds interesting. I don't know what that means, but I'm curious to see what it does.
It means it transfers 15% of damage dealt for a number of seconds.
Ah, numbers.
Numbers, yes. These are very this genre of game is very much for the mathematicians and statisticians, I think.
See, I think that it appeals to the mathematicians and statisticians, but for the people who are less into it, and I have been known, I will admit, to get deeply into theory crafting. But if you don't feel like it, you can just go, this ability lets me shoot my shotgun repeatedly. I'm going to use that.
Yes, it's not completely vital. I guess I'm just contrasting it with sort of more dialogue heavy
Yeah.
RPGs, you know, which again also can have a bunch of stats with figuring out like, do I want this weapon or this bit of equipment or what have you. But
Indeed.
personally, that's not a part that I find massively interesting. But that is just me. I do, however, enjoy making my abilities stronger and seeing what delicious graphical effects that translates as I carve my way through 15 enemies at once. Which is all good.
There are bear traps on the ground.
So there are. Luckily I'm not a bear, so I'll be fine. Wait. It didn't work like that.
As ever, sir, I am astounded by your naivety.
Thought it was worth a try.
Why not?
So an interesting contrast between this and Diablo 3 is that Torchlight have opted to be pretty much completely open in terms of their online games. They're going to allow mods and all that malarkey, whereas Diablo 3 is pretty rigorously controlled, I believe, to prevent cheating and hacks and all that. Hacks. Pesky Russian hackers.
I'm not really going to go into that until I've had a chance to play Diablo 3 for myself and kind of see it firsthand. As I am for the moment trying to avoid any possible comparisons, simply because I don't think I have the knowledge to talk about it yet. But I will.
Those are aspects that are already known, as it were.
True enough. I just don't know of how much importance it might be.
Well, it's neither. Oh, hello. The ghost has just shown up.
Yes.
It's neither a good nor a bad thing. It's just they've both opted for different approaches.
Have you got this quest?
I have got this quest. He means us no harm. He is merely a spirit.
I just saw go through
Someone
portal,
betrayed
kill
him.
guy.
Let's do it!
Alright. And now we've got another new pretty tile set.
Yeah, I quite like this area. I'm liking the light shining through the
Have you
not the window, the
have you-
skylight of the cave.
have you done this area before, or is this kind of past where you played previously?
This is beyond where I played.
Ah, new experience then.
Yeah, I had some internet issues this weekend, so I wasn't able to play.
Yes, the beta is online only at the moment. Although it
Yes.
there does appear to be proper single player as well, so just not in the beta.
There is proper single player as well. Not that you wish to make
And,
comparisons with Diablo 3.
interestingly enough, LAN play,
Yes, it does have
which
LAN.
is something that I'm always happy to see. And much as I said I don't want to make any comparisons to Diablo 3, I will instead make a comparison to StarCraft 2.
Yes, yes. It also appears that we can play with people in different regions of the world in this
It's
game.
amazing. I don't know how they've managed to do that. I think it's this
StarCraft 2
thing
did
called
that.
the internet. I don't know if
Yeah.
Blizzard have noticed this. I do remember being able to play with people in different regions back when I was playing Quake. Quake 1 years ago.
No, that was some sort of illusion, Tim. You weren't actually playing with people in different
Possibly. I was going to say Blizzard don't seem to have actually kind of picked up on this weird technology.
Or the fact that quite a few people online know quite a few people from different regions of the world and may share the same gaming tastes as them and might want to share in those gaming experiences.
Possibility.
Just possibly. Being attacked by weird spectral crab thing.
I'll come and back you up.
I have only one recourse, that is to punch everything.
Man, there's a lot of guns here.
I think that's because these spectral pirate guys appear to use guns quite a bit.
You might be right.
Or it's just random.
Also possible. I would imagine there is a degree
Ooh, I
of
think
a drop list for different enemy types.
I've suddenly got some boots. Marvellous.
Oh, I've leveled up again. I hardly even noticed.
I think I did too. I've identified a unique shotgun, Tim. You might want to.
Gimme.
Yeah, I don't really have much use for it. So.
I don't know. Do you want a hasty axe?
Sure, why not? Do you have any gloves or boots that aren't a crap? Because
Actually, I might do.
I'm on like basic level of those. So.
I can pass you these, which are rather nice. And I'll throw in an axe
Ooh, yes.
for free.
Oh, you're too kind.
Ooh, this gun does look quite nice.
It's quite good.
Kill
isn't it?
20 Sturmbjornen to upgrade. 30
Apparently.
knockback, vitality attribute bonus, another 30 knockback, charge rate bonus, fire damage, and I'm going to stick an ice damage thing into it as well.
These boots have got little claws on them.
Are they made for walking though?
Yes. Inevitably.
Holy shit. I like this gun.
Have you stumbled across something? Oh, is it? Is it quite good?
It makes things go boom.
Glad I could.
It
be
is
of
a
assistance.
boomstick.
That's actually what it's called, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm kind of running a bit low on health, but, you know, that's fine. Gotta say, rapid fire is not as effective with the shotgun, if only because it knocks people back. And the shotgun doesn't have the world's longest range, what with it being a shotgun.
There's like 2 champion... no, there's a bunch of champion...
Yeah, there are quite a lot of them. We've got Flame Chewer and... Okay, no, he's the only one I can actually see. Tooth Biter. That's an interesting name, okay.
Indeed.
Are you attracting more attention?
Yes. Seemed like a good plan.
Alright, I'll shotgun things and you punch them. Deal?
Sounds good. I thought we were already doing that.
Pretty much.
But...
I just feel better if it sounds like we've got a plan.
Which we do.
Well, to an extent.
I think it counts.
Right. How much of what I just picked up is actually useful? Crossbow. I don't want that. Healthy enchanted ring. I will have that.
Anything that doesn't at least have a green glow, I'm not even going to bother looking
Yeah,
at. Because
I'll just get my pet to pick those up normally. Blinding hand bombard. I'll pass on that for the moment. And mystical ringed gauntlets. And I'm going to send my pet off to sell things.
Your pet has departed.
Me too.
Yes, you're right, this shotgun is actually called the boomstick.
Accurately named.
It is quite slow. I do kind of miss being able to rapidly shoot things, but I can live with it.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't make it perfect for you. It's called Devil Drinker.
I'm shooting him in the face.
That worked pretty well.
One-eyed Willie's other eye. Which is quite a nice,
I think I got that
quite
too.
a nice little socketable gem thingy.
It is.
Just need to wait for my pet to get back so I can pick up all of this crap. There we go. Pet, collect all of this crap. I don't want it.
So I think it's fair to say we quite like this Torchlight 2 beta, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I really do like it actually, which kind of surprises me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against games like this, and I tend to quite enjoy them for a while. But I do tend to get a little bit more bored of them faster than everyone else does. But in this case, I've actually kept on going back and playing more of it, and I found it ridiculously hard to put down. Oh yes.
I'm kind of the same. I don't get as involved as other people do, but I mean, playing through a game like this once or twice is still going to give you plenty of hours.
Yeah.
So even though I feel like I don't play it as much as other people, it's still a good old.
But with
old
this,
time.
even after kind of playing enough that I was fairly satisfied I could talk about it at the very least. I found myself going back and on playing it, which is normally a really good sign with anything.
Absolutely.
Right, I need to upgrade rapid fire again.
I think also enough time has passed since the first Torchlight, so that although I did burn out on that slightly, I'm ready to take on this type of challenge again. How does this guy actually fit on his ship? I mean, that's my...
Well, he fits on it, it just doesn't fit in it.
Right.
Hooray.
Hooray! I'm more famous.
As am I.
When they look at me, people now go, "Oh, you're that person who killed that pirate, aren't you? That ghost pirate?" And I say, "Yes, that's me."
And now I've got loads of equipment that I need to look at.
Yeah. That's it.
I don't want them. Ghastly gloves.
I also got some ghastly gloves, which I will use, because although they're not that amazing, they're better than the crap I had before.
I've got okay gloves. I'm getting close to the 3-piece ghastly set, and I do think the 5% chance to freeze for 5 seconds is quite nice. I've also got a spare set of ghastly shoulders now as well, which I'll probably sell off. Ooh, a new tunic. I'll have that.
Leveling up.
Sell those. Sell the shield. Ooh.
I'm so famous that I'm now
No,
acknowledged.
you know what? I think I'm going to wear this top instead. It gives me plus 5% pet and minion damage, as well as a plus 4 strength attribute bonus.
Huzzah.
More damage is always good. Right.
You know what, I think I'm going to wrap up the video recording here, simply because I have quite a lot now.
Fair enough. Well, we can go back to
Show.
the surface.
So,
We can hand in the quest, and then we can say our goodbyes.
yes.
And then I can notice that I've actually still got an unspent skill point. I do quite like that the loading screens point this out to you.
Yeah, that's nice. I had that a couple of times. And thought, what a fool I was for not spending my skill points. I could be that much more powerful
Exactly.
now.
Oh wait, we don't actually hand in the quest. My mistake.
Oh, that's right, because that one was... If I go and talk to him now, he whispers, "Hear my words," in a quite creepy fashion. Anyway, this has been IncGamers Plays the Torchlight 2 beta. Yeah, thumbs up from both of us, I think.
It's
for this
quite
one.
good.
A cautious, quite good. Tim.
I
Is
just
that all
like
you're
damning.
prepared to offer
I
at
just
this
like
point?
damning things with faint praise. All right, I'll go a little bit further. Quite impressed with this, which kind of surprises me. Not because Torchlight is in any way bad, but because I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I actually do. Happy?
I am happy now, yes. And I'm sure if we do get around to finding time to do a podcast this week, I think we'll probably be talking about it on the IncGamers podcast too. So look out for that one, and of course coverage of Torchlight 2 and Diablo 3 on inkgamers.com.
Daddy
Toodaloo,
boo.
everyone.